Welcome. This is News Insights. I am Pelumi. And on this segment, we'll be talking about the Nigerian senior advocate, Adebayo Adenipekun, who sued Dele Farotimi to Oyo State High Court. Barrister Philip, please let's hear your thoughts on this. Can you throw more light on this?
Thank you very much. You know, I have said this on this platform before, on this Dele Farotimi issue, wherein he was taken to the magistrate court in Ekiti and he was charged for criminal defamation and all of that. And the next thing we had, he was taken to the Federal High Court at Ekiti. I was slammed with 12 count charges of cyber bullying. And here we are today, somebody as a senior advocate who knows how the law works, who wants to follow the law the way it is, has actually did the right thing by going to court. He said, Dele Farotimi, you said I did A, B, C. And I felt strongly that you have defamed my person. You have brought my name into the public in the wrong reasons. So, and I know I am an innocent. So I am summoning you to court to substantiate this your allegation. In a situation where you fail, I'm also asking for SY damage from you and public apology to be published in newspaper and all of that. I know. So you see the trend. At this point, Dele is not being right, he's not being trampled upon because he says something. If Dele is so sure of what he said about Adebayo Adenipekun in his publication, he should come to court and furnish the court with those evidence. That is how it works. But unlike the other side, when the people are using influence to silence him or to punish him, I strongly, stand against it. I think I am happy somebody else who is also a senior advocate has come to do the right thing. So this is an example Nigeria will look at it and say, you see what we'll be crying about. If you think Dele has wronged you by way of publishing something that defame your person, it's a matter between you and Dele and not the state and Dele. You should have gone to the court and asked Dele to come and prove his case.
Yes.
You see how things work. This is how it works in civilized society.
Let's hear from Engineer Kingsley.
Yeah, of course, he has gotten a very good insight for us there. If that is only what we got on this session, I think we are just okay. Okay. The essence is this. When Dele was arrested, everybody was saying the same thing. When you defame someone's character, you just need to come to the court to prove it. You don't go to police station to prove it. You don't go to behind the bars to prove it. If you look at the writ from this SAN Adebayo, it's giving him 30 days.
Yes.
So now that Dele is still in detention, because I learned the magistrate court couldn't grant him bail yesterday from another suit emanating from this same book.
Yes.
Now that he's in detention, how will he fulfill the 30 days? Do you understand? You have encroached into that 30 days by even keeping him behind the bars. And that's why we, the public, are crying that he should not be in detention. He should not be in detention. He should be available to defend himself. He should be available to prove that I didn't defame Adebayo's character. That what I said in my book is true. In case he has forgotten or he didn't remember how he did it or whatever, the court is there. That is why the court is there. I don't know why the police has come into the matter to hold him. You understand?
Yes,
keeping him behind bars. So the public are not quite happy about that because they do not think, and I also personally do not think Dele should not be held accountable to prove what he has said. But he should be allowed to do that. Yes. So graciously, the barrister has said, the SAN did the right thing. If this is what Afa Babalola did, hopefully Dele would have been able to show us where he got what he placed in his book.
Exactly.
And the public would have been well informed. And up till now, the revelation that we got that somebody confessed that Afa Babalola shared money in 2000 on Harry Borona's case, I have not heard anything from Afa Babalola.
He has not come out to say
So
anything.
say it's true or false or that revelation was this or that. If Dele has his freedom, maybe he would have thrown more like that. The publication people are even talking about is not even what I relied on in my book. That is even something else.
Yes,
so holding Dele to ransom, the public want to see him. Whatever they need to do to grant him bail and true bail, not a bail where the condition of
It's too much.
the conditions of bail will be too much for him to fulfill. So the public want to see Dele free to defend himself. He should defend himself. Nobody is above the law, and neither is anyone below the law.
Barrister, please, let's hear what you have to
Yes,
say.
you see, this is what we are saying. James Hadley Chase has given us an insight. Said the guilties are afraid. He said the way the cookie crumble. What has played out the case of Dele Farotimi versus the police, Combe, Are, Afe, Babalola, is trying to, to subdue the truth, because they are giving us the public reason to believe that what Dele has alleged in his book is true.
Yes.
But in the case of Adebayo Adenipekun, senior advocate of Nigeria, is that, look, I'm more than this.
And also, does it show that he has not done any of those things that Dele Farotimi wrote in his books? For him to be able to come out and say, okay, I'm summoning you to court on this for whatever it is you published in your book and you said about me, does it show that he didn't do any of this?
No, it does not in any way show that he didn't do it. But what he has shown is that, you see, when two people are quarreling, two of us are here, we are the judge, we have come before you. If I say this man accused me wrongly, it is for me to show to you as and the umpire that the man has accused me wrongly. But if this man is able to establish, because I've brought him to court, if he's able to establish that he didn't accuse me wrongly, but what he's saying is true, I will go home with my shame. So if it's in the 30 days, the court said that it is for Dele to bring his defense before the court.
Evidence.
So that the court will look at the two claims side by side and reach a decision. So it is a process. It hasn't shown, but it showed good faith. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
It showed good faith that the man is sure that what Dele said is not true. And before the court prove otherwise, that is what the way we feel about it. Because if he what Dele said is true, he won't have the audacity to approach the court.
Yes.
So you see, the man is in a better shape. The public will not see him as somebody who is victimizing Dele Farotimi. But on the other hand, Dele Farotimi is being victimized. What the pressure are giving the society is that, yes, what he said is true. Because you have not done the right thing. So like he said, we want Dele out so that Dele can defend himself. Dele want to, if a can of worms has been opened, if he fails to do it, so he will be held accountable for his action. Because when we say freedom of right, my right ends where your own begins. There's a boundary. You don't just encroach on people's right. You don't just say things about people because your mouth is widely open. You can say things you want to say. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
But that's not to say that you must not shut my mouth to say what I have to say. If I say it wrongly, let me pay the price for it. So that's my take on it.
And just Kingsley, I saw you were nodding to.
Yes,
what you were
when we
saying.
talk about rule of law, we are not talking of rule of outcome. We're also talking of rule of process. SAN Adebayo has respect for our process. He has respect for the rule of law. When somebody has respect for the process, you are likely to believe he will have respect for the outcome. But when people are not interested in the process, they want to gag you, they want to force you, they want to, oppress you.
Violence.
Even while it is not even working in their favor.
Suppress the truth.
You want to suppress
Because
the
they have
truth.
influence. Somebody's wrong.
And my worries are that they don't even understand that those gimmicks or those kind of tactics are no longer effective. They backfired. They are no longer effective. Trying to suppress somebody, use this commando style on someone, you are making the person more popular.
Yes.
And like he said, you are giving the public the impression that what he said is the
true.
truth. And let me
Yes.
be honest with you. Go and carry out any research.
Or survey.
Survey.
Today.
Greater number of Nigerians believe that what Dele said is truth.
Yes.
Allow the process to pass through. What Adebayo is doing is what a Babalola should have done.
Yes.
Allow Dele to show what he has in his book. That respect for the process is what Nigerian people are calling. And when you respect the process, it goes into the economy. It goes into how these foreign investors who are going to look for. You don't go looking for them. They check how your rule of law works. They will come. They will come by themselves. You know, one of the presidential candidates used to say in 2023, I don't want to quote him, I don't want to mention his name now, like it not be like campaigning for him. He used to say that when you treat local investors well, foreign investors will come. You don't go looking for foreign investors.
Yes.
You understand? So that's what we need to do. Respect for the rule of law starts from the process.
All right. Thank you very much for your opinions on this. This is still News Insights. I am Pelumi. We'll be right back.